And up front for the Toronto Raptors, what a lot of Raptor fans have been waiting for. The combination of Marion, Bosch, and then in the middle, Bargnani. And for the New York Knicks, Al Harrington, David Lee in the middle, and Jared Jeffries is back. And in the backcourt for the Toronto Raptors, Jose Calderon and Anthony Parker. For the New York Knicks, Chris Duhon and Wilson Chandler coming off of 17 points in the victory against San Antonio, their last game. Shot clock under 10. Takes a jumper over Harrington in the first bucket at the 8:40 mark.
Yeah, and you have a switch scenario. Harrington playing against Calderon. So you got to identify those, particularly if you're a perimeter guy. Look to attack people off the bounce out there when they can't cover you there.
Raptors 1-7 to start. David Lee on the inside.
Duhan's had a terrific year this year for the Knicks under Mike D'Antoni, coming over from the Chicago Bulls where he struggled. This style really helping him.
Second round pick out of Duke, averaging close to 13 points and better than 8 assists in 29 minutes. Bargnani, bang on. He needs to get on a roll from outside. He's been struggling as of late from downtown. 5 of 19. Bargnani driving. Bargnani pulls up. No, look at Marion on the offensive glass as he puts it back up and through.
He's got terrific instincts on the weak side, getting to the glass on penetration.
David Lee, short corner, drills it.
Confident, in shape. His style of play really helping his game. Kind of a tweener as a player, but he's got good face-up skills.
Jose knocks it down. Knicks are going to allow you. You're going to make shots. You're going to get a chance to get right back in. Oh, my, Nate Robinson. Spin dribble. And get it rolling now. Chucking it up into 2 is Capono. Nate Robinson to Chandler. He's going to try his hand at a 3. And then rolls around and through. And how about Chandler? Hughes drills it. It's a 3.
I thought he had butter on his fingers there before. He was laughing with Mike D'Antoni. Got it back and got the grip on it and nailed it.
When you coach the way Mike D'Antoni coaches, you have to have the ultimate nice job by Bosch, confidence in your players.
Well, you know what he does? He instills confidence. And guys don't play looking over their shoulders. I think that's one of his greatest gifts as a coach. Guys get better playing for him.
Wilson Chandler drills it from outside. They're 9 of 15. And he is 6 of 9, 15 points. Mike D'Antoni and Donnie Walsh. And Donnie Walsh always did this, I thought, in Indiana, as Jose Calderon drills a 3. He was able to transition players in and out and still have his team, up until the last couple of years, still have his team in the playoffs.
At a high level.
At a high level. And here they are, they're going to try to do it again.
You can't get married to your guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to keep changing your roster up. Guy was a general manager here years ago in New York, Ranch Rickey from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Always said you always trade a guy a year before the value diminishes rather than the year after.
Here's Jose Calderon, lays it up and through.
He might not be Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell, but he's not bad. He'll help your team a little bit.
This is the Knicks organization. You talked about it earlier. Boy, they have struggled. Been out of the playoffs for 5 years. They've averaged 28 wins. Since their last playoff appearance, 2004, they needed an infusion. And it's all good now against at least the Raptors as Andrea Bargnani lays it up and through. David Lee. More of them.
No resistance at all for the men in the red shirts. Just everything just entirely too easy. And if you're Mike D'Antoni, you want to bottle this because they got to play the Raptors again on Sunday.
95-60. Manu Ginobili potentially out 2 to 3 weeks for San Antonio with an ankle injury as another 3 flies in. Chandler, another 3. They have been lighting it up. 16 of 34, the New York Knicks. You know, Donnie Walsh talked about having Larry Hughes. And he said, you know, when we Didn't have Marion all over the glass, laying it back up and through 14 and 12. Great to see Marion so active along the glass.
So a lot to work on between now and Sunday at noon in the Air Canada Center.
127-97. That's going to do it. The New York Knicks take the first of a home and home. The first meeting between the Knicks and Toronto this season. All New York. Chandler, 32. Robinson off the bench, 26. David Lee, his 43rd double-double, and Al Harrington with 20. Raptors led by Joey Graham off of the bench with 19. 31 minutes tonight for Chris Bosh.